Today's video is of our friend Deb Hawkins and her dog Vixen. Deb is working on sendaways with Vixen, and you will see this is a very driven dog to do sendaways. Michael Ellis will explain some of what we see after we watch Vixen do the sendaways. I just finished producing a 3-hour DVD with Michael Ellis on sendaways. If you've not seen it, and you're involved in competition sports in which you have to do the send-away exercise, I would recommend it. It's very, very good. Some dogs, like Vixen, are trained to do a send-away to a touchpad. Some dogs don't have enough drive and motivation to do long distances to a touchpad. In a few minutes, we're going to hear Michael Ellis talk about the differences in these two dogs and some of the considerations that need to be taken care of. I go into a great deal of detail in step-by-step training in our send-away video to cover these issues.
Go!
So when you're out in California, we'll talk about how you do it in the trial, but don't worry about it. Reward that good forward focus a lot. You don't have to do it like a trial all the time, right? The same thing. Cue her up. When you see her head lock on, look at her head from the top. When you point her, look down on her head. See when she's looking forward or when she's looking around. Good. Now remove your hands and wait for her to look for you. I think it's
She likes that.
yeah. No, it's great. I just like the whole demeanor. Like she knows that the toy is back there, but she knows she has to go. Like so, she's got this sort of business-like. She's running straight. She's aware. You can see, but she knows she's got to go all the way to the end of the field, which is awesome. Which means like in a point where you say go, when there's nothing really drawing them down there, she's going to go anyway. She's like, okay, I know I got to do that, which is great. Right? It's beautiful. Right? So if your dog is motivated enough, I'm never putting a toy out there, right? So we'll use the touchpad. Like Bordeaux never goes to the toy. He goes to a touchpad. Okay. Same. She's a crackhead, so no problem. You can get her to go 100 yards for a touchpad because she wants to come back for the toy. For other dogs that aren't so motivated, you're not going to be able to get good long-distance sendaways. They just start to lose interest as you move further and further away. The more they have to do to get to the primary reinforcer, then they are like, yeah, well, they start to look back or try to stop early, or they just lose drive. So, but for her, it's great. It's perfect. It's a very business-like send-away. She knows she has to go the whole way. She's motivated enough to get the toy that she's willing to run as far as she has to run to do it. And we just keep building back on it, right? And the nice thing about that is you never have recall problems because they already want to be back there. If I put a toy out there, then I have to fight through the recall problems, right? So eventually I'm going to whistle that dog and the dog's going to be like, no, I want my toy. And they're going to keep running, so then I have to balance that part, right? Now, again, we work through that normally. By the time you have a dog at ring 3, we've done stopped attacks and everything else, so they'll whistle back, right? They're going to whistle off a toy. But there's a period there where it's hard to balance the toy send away with the recall, right? Because the dog's looking for a toy down there and they want to blow you off on the recall. But if you have a touchpad send away, you never have that issue. They already want to come back to you. They're running down there to come back to you for the toy, so when you whistle them early, they're happy. So when they're running down the field and you whistle, they're like, awesome, I don't have to run all the way to the end today, and they come flying back. But it takes a much more motivated dog to do a good touchpad send away, right? Now, sometimes certain dogs start with the touchpad, start arcing at the end and stuff like that, and then, but hers is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it at all. And so then you switch to a toy sometimes to make them drive straight into it, right? But if assuming the dog stays motivated and goes well, there's no need.
I really enjoy doing these videos with Michael. Everyone I do, I learn a lot from. Everyone I do, my dog's training benefits from. If you have an interest in taking your dog to a higher level, I would recommend going out to Michael's school in California. He has short classes that go almost every week. Go to his website and look at his class schedule.